Assuming we're all Sonic fans, which I assume you are considering you clicked on this video, you more than likely know that humans pop up here and there in the mainline games, movies, animes, and even the comics. But certain questions seem to always remain unanswered, like, why are the humans here in Sonic's world and then gone other times? Why haven't we seen humans in a mainline Sonic game since, I think, Sonic Unleashed? Well, first I'd like to state my claim. Humans belong in Sonic the Hedgehog. They belong in the series, they belong in the franchise, they belong in the mainline games, they belong in all of it. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to understand why I lean in this direction. Maybe I will persuade you to lean in this direction, or maybe you already do, or maybe I won't persuade you at all, but you'll understand why I am leaning in this direction. Well, where better to start than the first question? Let's explain why humans are even in this franchise to begin with. So we have a semi-answer here from an interview way back in 2010 conducted by Mark Scott, and he was talking to Takashi Iizuka, a godfather of Sonic the Hedgehog. And Takashi Iizuka said, "We have two different worlds for Sonic games. One is human and one is set on the non-human side." You can check out the link in the description below, I'll leave that down there, that way you can read his other responses, but that's basically the most important thing. The piece of information, in all honesty, is very odd and confusing considering that most of the hefty Sonic lore actually takes place in the human world. For instance, we have Shadow's backstory with Maria, which takes place in the human world, Angel Island being in the Mystic Ruins, which also takes place in the human world, and finally we have the history of the Chaos Emeralds with Tikal and even the Chao, which basically reside and started off in the human world. Now, the Chao thing is also pretty ironic too, because we haven't even had a Chao Garden minigame since Sonic was in the human world way back in 2001. Not to mention, we haven't even had a Chao Garden minigame in Sonic's world, almost to say the Chao species didn't even originate from Sonic's world and it came from the human world. It gets even more confusing when you realize that the non-human planet, Sonic's world, has another planet with it called the Lost Hex. I'm not even going to go into too much detail about that, because frankly that's not what this video is about, but if you know what happened in Sonic Lost World, then you know this information. But, however, if you do like this video and you want to see more like this, I will be more than happy to tackle a video surrounding the Sonic lore. Now granted, that probably would be a hard topic considering most of the stuff gets retconned anyway, but hey, I'm willing to try it. However, this whole two worlds thing doesn't even stop at the games. It actually continues in the IDW series, as a lead writer, Ian Flynn, goes on to say this in an interview.
Because modern Sonic is set with the two worlds, that's where the comic is going to be. When the reboot happened in the old world, had I known about the two worlds thing, that's where we would have been to begin with, because that's the standard that the game set. That is what they have. The whole reason why we got away with it being just one planet is because we never really specified where we were when we were getting those scripts approved. It's just like, yeah, now we're over here with Gun. Where are we? We're over at this place. Don't really need to worry about what planet it's on. And really, that's what it boils down to, is what planet it's on hasn't ever really affected the stories of the games. I mean, sure, when you get into the details, right, as we have exhaustively done on Last Jedi, it can be annoying that things don't perfectly sync up.
That explains why we haven't seen any humans in the comics, but oddly enough, that is another retcon amongst the Sonic series. The Master Emerald is shown numerous times throughout IDW, and its origin story only ever happened in the human world. It's strange, but hey, it's a series I can't seem to get away from. Oh, and also I will be providing the link in the description for anyone who wants to watch the full video and the interview at the end. Moving on, I'd like to discuss what role I believe the humans should serve to the series. So overall, there is 3 directions Sonic Team has gone with humans. Number 1 being humans have been relegated to the background as NPCs that on occasion you can interact with. And we've seen this happen in Sonic Adventure. Number 2, we've seen humans take a role in the story as featured in backstories or playing minor roles throughout the story. We've seen this happen with Maria, GUN, and even the President in Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. And the third and final role we've seen humans play in the Sonic franchise is actually taking main roles and becoming lasting difference makers in the plot. Now, we've only really seen this happen a few times, with Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 2006, just to name 2. Professor Pickle was the one giving Sonic advice on which continent Sonic should scour to look for clues on how to put the world back together, and Elise got kidnapped every 5 seconds and did that, that one other thing that shouldn't be mentioned. But I love 06, and even I will admit, and I see its problems. Moreover, I believe that to effectively make humans in Sonic the Hedgehog work, the direction Sonic Team should go in is actually making a combination of the three. Having human background characters is a great idea, but having some humans have a place in the story, whether that be minor or major, makes sense. Characters like Professor Pickle and the GUN organization all make sense to the story. They execute what they're supposed to do, and you know what they're here for. Nothing crazy or out of the ordinary, and they also don't become useless or stale either. Unfortunately, with the retcons of the whole Two Worlds business, I have to say it's less than likely we'll be seeing humans in Sonic games again, seeing as though Sega has really been putting on a heavy focus on Sonic and his world in the past 12 years. But hey, who can really say? Anyway, if you guys like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton to see what kind of content you guys want to see. But anyway, have a blessed day. This is Sonicsta signing out.